Alright, what is up guys? It's your boy Chase, back from Royal Slice Gaming. And today, coming at you back with some more Final Fantasy VII Remake. Last time, we fell off after the fight with the Airbuster. And we beat Reno. And now we're Aerith's bodyguard. And so, she wants us to go with her and gather some flowers for the orphanage. So we're going to follow her around and then figure out how to pick some flowers in order to give them to the kids. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. We decided to start editing them down to be close to as 30 minutes as we could get.
Like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing.
That's what we're going to shoot for. Alright, picking flowers. Choose flowers to deliver to the leaf house. Press triangle when you are close to the garden to pick flowers. The decorations at the leaf house change depending on the colors you select. And so the ones on the right are the ones that Aerith gave us closer to the beginning of the game. So we'll pick a couple of those.
I think we still need a few more. Which should we pick next? Good eye.
Pick a couple of these white ones.
These to declare their loyalty to one another. Interesting, right?
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So we've got the one that symbolizes reunion and one that symbolizes loyalty.
So maybe a few more?
So we'll pick a few more of the ones that we gave. Let's get a nice all-around yellow and white look to it.
I think we're good now. What do you say? Shall we go?
Sure, we'll head on back to the leaf house and give them these flowers. And see what they're going to do with them. So we'll run on back over this bridge.
No need to hurry.
And then luckily for her, the leaf house is
I'm not cut out for this crap.
Sure you are.
Right beside her
house. And when
house.
you're done, you'll be drowning in job offers. So, how do you think
how most merc work goes?
Don't know.
Well, we'll soon find out.
Same. I don't know either. Okay, the leaf house is right here. Okay. We'll get the Moogle and the flower paintings and all that fun stuff. And Aerith will go play with the orphans.
I'll wait out here.
Oh,
while we wait, and she goes deals with the flowers.
But I might be a while. Why not check out the town?
And this gives us to check out the Sector 5 slums without Aerith.
Please grow big and young. Gave me a bunch of his favorites.
So now we're going to run around listening to probably the best song in the soundtrack, Hollows. Comes back later with actual vocalized words. Hey, it's the kid from last episode. Wonder what these guys are watching. And I wonder, actually, what this dude has for sale for us. Let's see what you got. Some bracers, some new armlets that have some stuff. And I was just looking to see which ones boost my stats. This titanium bangle does really good on both stat gains. So we'll buy one of those for Cloud. And we'll check the accessories, just the usual stuff.
Take care of my
Nothing's upgraded yet.
Here.
And then we went to the menu, we got rid of the iron bangle and put on the titanium bangle. I realized after I bought it that I had bought two of them, or didn't buy two of them, that I had two of them. Gains us a materia slot. And we got a lot of different materia to put on here. Nothing joined, so nothing to use any blue. But just throw that on. And then there's a talisman, which just increases your spirit and also a little bit of your magical defense. So, now we can continue our journey through the town. Hey look, it's Chadley. I wonder if he's got any more battle intel for us. And a new music that we can pick up.
I understand you must be busy, but I hope you haven't forgotten about my research.
We turn in Battle Intel 3, Battle Intel 4. get to look at the materia. Nothing crazy, just I bought First Strike just because it actually starts you with a little bit ATB, and an ATB boost gives you a little extra ATB. And then we get new battle material.
Data to test it?
He's got a new theory,
Cloud,
you say.
I have the most amazing news. I believe I might know how to develop summoning materia, something heretofore thought impossible. Scientists say that this materia can only be found in nature, but I may just be able to prove otherwise. And so, Cloud, I turn to you. I would like to test this theory by way of my combat simulator. To wit, I want you to fight and defeat summon data in VR. I sense that you find my phrasing to be somewhat obtuse.
I like when people say things are obtuse. Battle summons. Charlie has developed new combat simulator VR missions. As you gather more and more battle intel, special missions allowing you to battle summons will be available. Talk to Charlie if you want to give them go. And so we get a lot of new battle intel. And I'm gonna see what those are. We got a combat with Shiva, Monster Bio Part 2, Elementals Part 2, Manipulation Techniques, and various. So a lot of those, we actually done 2 of those that we can talk to him later and then put on there. Monster variants is you fight just because there's different variants of monsters. So we're good. So we're going to turn in the battle intel that we completed just by doing the rest of the game. And then see if we can't hop into a VR battle real quick.
I've developed a new materia.
Oh, you got a new materia, you say. Let's see. He got the provoke and the steadfast block material. Provoke is you provoke the enemy. It has a duration of when it goes. Steadfast just you take slightly less damage and you get more ATB boost. But we're gonna hop into a combat sim against Shiva. She's one of the most well-known and stagnant throughout all of Final Fantasy games. Right alongside Ifrit. Most of the summons are in every game, they're just different designs. I like the updated designs that they gave all of the Final Fantasy VII summons. So we're going to hop into the battle with Shiva. She's an ice elemental summon, so get ready for lots of blizzards. And yeah, so we're just going to work on boosting that stagger and doing some damage. I don't really exactly know what her what her moves are called, but you can easily pressure her by using a fire spell because she's ice, so she's weak to it. But the one where she throws ice and gets stuck on you can cause slow. But you don't want to block everything and just start spamming fire. Whiteout is a stun where it puts you to sleep. It's like it has the same thing as Blizzard, and she summons a giant glacier and drops it on you. So you might want to dodge out of those just to be on the safer side so you don't get put to sleep. But her trail that she causes full of ice can also damage you. So you just want to be watching your HP and MP and make sure you block a lot of her ice things as you build up her stagger. Something I could have done differently, thinking about it, is I could have equipped a sword. I don't remember if the Buster Sword has a joint materia, and put fire and elemental on the same joint thing, which will cause my blade to hit fire damage. So here comes the Blizzara. Blizzards, just like Blizzard we talked about it before, it makes it to where you just 2-stage hit. Icicle Impact is like her basically an AoE attack. She has a lot of those where she sends out a giant circle of ice that you have to dodge out of. But we've almost got her staggered, and in Frost Familiar she just summons pretty much elemental spheres that just float around her. You have to, as she takes damage, they go away. If you're using Blizzaga. And so they pretty much act as separate health bars to an extent. And then there's me saying I need to use an ether because my MP is low. And here comes Icicle Impact, so we roll out of it. And we hit her with just normal fire. And the Frost Familiar, that's another thing it does, is it actually catches the fire. But here comes Whiteout. As you see, it can attack in 3 different places, so you got to be wary of exactly where you're standing. You can roll out of the first one and still get hit by the second one. So, but all three of her familiars are gone, and so I'm going to heal up real quick, and then we should stagger her pretty soon. There we go. And then we'll just put in some work on that health bar, and hit her with a couple bravers. Just hit her with as much, and then, you know, why not a cross slash. Do as much damage as you can. And then first dagger, we got her well below half, so we'll just keep on fighting. We get close to getting summoned. Whenever I've noticed, whenever your health gets at a certain bar, then you like if it's in the red and you're fighting a stronger enemy, you will most likely get the summon to pop. There's me knocking out some familiars. And here's me going to heal. I've used too much MP and not paid attention to when I need an ether. And my summon is ready. Here comes Blizzard. The good thing about Blizzard over, well, a lot of the two-stage attacks do it. If you hit them and it stuns them, then you are more likely to do the damage. And here's me summoning, or actually using a Mega Potion. Then, after the next ATB bar, luckily with sleep, as you've seen there, luckily, we finished each thought. Luckily with sleep, if you get hit, you get woken up, and as you've seen there, once you get stunned, or you're slept, you take the pop of Blizzard, does more damage. So here's me rolling out of here. Gonna give another Mega Potion. And she's just gonna keep spamming Whiteout in her high level Blizzard spell. We can block out of that and roll. And then we'll pop Ifrit. Ifrit's the fire summon that we got from Jesse. Luckily, since it's fire, it's gonna be super good against Shiva. Summoning unique abilities, summons fight alongside you for a brief period, and their remaining time is indicated by the gradually decreasing gauge. These beings have a will of their own and engage the enemy as they see fit. However, you can command them to unleash unique attacks by extending your party's members' things. Sorry, they press faster than I can read. But it's basically you summon another party member. They have two unique attacks and then a ultimate attack, sort of like their limit gauge. And they use not just the one who summoned them, but they also use any members of your party's ATB. So say we had Barrett in this fight and he had 3 ATB, or 2 ATB, sorry. He could also tell Ifrit to do some commands. And here's me just showing off both his different fire commands. Here's her showing off her ultimate. It's called Diamond Dust. It's pretty cool. Just did it within a fire. She puts you in a glacier and then explodes it. That's pretty cool. Sometimes it's hit me, but I believe, I think I finished it. Yeah, I finished it with a limit. Hit it with a cross slash. So we didn't get to see Ifrit's Hellfire this episode, but that's okay.
Gotta keep going.
But we beat our first combat, Dea, and we've obtained the Shiva summon materia, which is always nice.
The Shiva summoning materia is complete. And now it's yours. Use it as you see fit. The Lady of Frost is the perfect companion for a man like you, Cloud. She will prove most useful when the time comes to destroy Shinra.
Is it because I'm give people the cold shoulder all the time? But we got the Shiva, and so, let's see. Just looking through stuff. I grabbed the steel, just because you can steal some stuff from enemies later. I don't really use it a whole lot, but I figured I'd try to collect as much materia as possible. And so we're already done with 8 out of 9. We just got to get that other variant of an enemy, and then we should be done with 10. So now let's keep exploring the Sector 5 city, trying to find that song.
You give me gil, I give you items.
Let's see what she's got for sale. Just the standard stuff. Nothing too crazy. I really want to find that music disc. Oh, here it is.
There's nothing you can't get your hands on this time. Materia, scrap,
That's true.
you name it.
Can I buy that song? Yes, I can. Costa del Sol. It's a area in the first game that you go to relatively within at least
I knew you had a keen eye.
6 to 7 hours into the game, depending on what you do. You can do that. Here's me just looking at my materia, deciding to put HP just because I care more about Cloud's HP than I do his magic, just because his magic stat by level up is pretty nice anyways. And then I switch to, I believe I put Chocobo. No, I think I'll leave it because of the health. Yeah. But we got 3 summons. We picked up the Chocobo and a Moogle before we tried to blow up Reactor 5. So now we get to look around, just sort of see where we're going to next. So now let's go back to Aerith, see if she's done with the Leaf House. Here's me getting lost and then finding some items. As much as I use the map, I actually don't look at it when I'm looking. So she's not quite done, but we can pick up another music disc in this old retirement home, Tango of Tears. So, I like all the artwork that the music discs have. They're pretty cool. And then me just chilling, looking, trying to remember actually where to go. And then I realized that I didn't sync her things, so I put her on balanced, put everybody on balanced. You're more than welcome. I mean, play the game how you want to play. I just like having a good balance between attack and defense, or attack and magic, sorry. So she's not quite done, so let's go back and extend the city. We could talk to that kid earlier, but where'd he go? I don't remember where he went. Guess I should have talked to him before, huh? Oh well, we'll
Still at it.
run around. Yep. She's still making and talking to the orphanage owners. Probably playing with the kids, I would assume. Oh, there he is. I was one away.
Remember you.
Talking
Where's
to
Eric?
Oats.
The Leaf House.
Okay. Cryptic. Want to know where Aerith is, and then just running away. So we'll go follow him. Ba da 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 da. Ba da ba da da. Ba da da. Ba da.
Can't leave without telling her.
Good song. So yeah, now we gotta, every time you try to leave, and if you're on a story mission and the person's not there with you, you gotta go back and talk to them. Oh, the house is open. Somebody busted in the doors. And hey look, it's a Cactar, the enemy I can't remember, a Chocobo and a Moogle. I can't remember that enemy's name. All I know is it casts instant death. So, you have to deal with that, whatever you fight it. And you only really fight one, and that comes later in the game. No, there she is. There's Aerith. Hi.
Is something wrong?
You could say that. Sounds like someone spooked the kids.
Yeah, 2 of them
Boo.
disappeared. They ran away after this creepy guy wearing black clothes showed up.
A Turk?
That's what I thought, but no.
It's this guy who's always stumbling around town in a dirty robe full of holes. They say he's sick or something. Oh, and he had some kind of number tattooed on his arm.
I don't like the sound of this. I'm gonna check it out.
I know someone who fits that description. I'll come with.
Yeah, it sounds like the dude who's our neighbor
Come on.
in Sector 7. Interesting. So Aerith is back, and so we get to go follow this kid and do another side quest. And then that was just me being dumb, not realizing that, you know, you have to physically follow the kid. So we'll just walk behind him. I see he runs a little weird. So we'll just follow this kid to the kid's hideout that adults aren't supposed to know about. Oh, he almost tripped over Chadley. That's fun. And now he's running in circles.
You won't stop telling us stories about that damn reality.
Come on.
And I almost took out a girl.
This is off limits to grown-ups, but if we want to rescue them, well, we gotta break the rules.
You know? Cloud was born a rule breaker. We don't mind breaking rules here on Royal Slice.
You're back! Aerith's come to help.
Yeah, leave it to us. We'll take care of it from here.
But there are monsters out there!
Don't worry. I've brought a super strong friend along with me.
I used to be a soldier. So where's the guy?
I don't know. He disappeared and we can't find him.
Right now, let's worry about the kids.
Come on.
Odd. Okay. I was looking at the battle intel to see. I remembered what we face in this upcoming area, and I was trying to see if there was a variation. And then I put things back on Aerith, so she can also start leveling up some materia as well. I pretty much buy, as you seen earlier, I buy 4 cures, just because cure is probably the most useful spell in the entire game.
You guys have gotta hurry.
I was dumb. I realized I had revival materia, but
ran off
didn't
this
start
way.
leveling it up
Be
until
careful.
later. And revival materia takes a lot of AP. But
Who knows?
we are
Kids. Nothing
going
do but
to
look all
go.
over.
I
Okay.
just hope we find them in time.
But we're running back through here. Gonna stop these
Yes, I got
hedgehog
it.
pies, which are sort of a newer enemy. They don't really do much. They can siphon your health and cast fire. And that's really about all that they can do. So I
Not
will
bad.
keep on trucking along, trying to find these kids and also some items, you know. So now, oh, there's some more were rats and another
Okay, then.
hedgehog pie.
Stay back.
So there actually nothing's too crazy hard to beat right here. It's just a matter of dodging, especially out of dust storm, and making sure were rats don't use that call backup ability. And our wind materia improved, so we went from arrow to Arua. And then we shall pick up a mega potion. Ooh, nice. Refills the 2 that I used against Shiva. Oh, look at those monsters. How did they get over there?
And they're not alone.
Maybe either the bridge broke or they swam? Ah, we'll think about that later. But we got to get over to those kids in order to save them. So A, they don't drown, and B, they don't get killed by the monsters. I went to Punisher mode just because it's easier to kill wide groups of enemies, especially were rats, since they don't have much health to begin with. And there he called for more because I couldn't kill him in time. And yeah, so we're just gonna keep on killing things, and we should be done with this rat. Yep. No, and
That
then
wasn't so bad.
just the same amount of enemies, so nothing too
protect you.
crazy new, or nothing that'll hit too hard. Their fire can be a little pain sometimes if you don't either block it, roll out of it, or have like high defense. Or my bad, magical defense. But other than that, they're not too terrible to deal with.
Quickly, we gotta save them.
Alright, and now here's not a real hard fight if you handle it right. But we've got those and another new enemy for this area. Once I kill the hedgehog pies, I believe I attack it. You see there, they can bust out that a type of smog that can either A, poison you, B, silence you, or something. Hardwire haze. Each time these stupid things get pressured, they run away and leave giant bombs of things. But they're called smoggers. Robotical enemies, so as you would think, sort of weak to lightning. And so they're not too terrible. The only thing that they do that has an issue is that their pressured move where they run around, because those things linger, and they're not too much of a pain to deal with. There, I took 3 fires in a row to the face. Didn't even realize, and Cloud dies. Air strengths. Air possesses both powerful, offensive, and support battle. That her main tactic is, so she stands in one spot, practically, and sends out magical types of attacks. And they're like little orbs that do magical base damage, and you could press triangle to do what's called Tempest, which you hold it down, it builds up as a matter of time, and it does, I think it does based on what their elemental weakness is. I've seen it show up a bunch of weaknesses, but that may just be because stuff is weak to there's me being dumb instead of rolling out of the fire then healing, so, you know. I handle, like I said, fight's not hard if you handle it right. I didn't handle it right, I handled it poorly. I almost never plays Aerith. She's slow. Not rolling, her rolling's a whole lot faster than Barrett's, but she stops. She can't move and hit. The difference between playing as her and playing as Barrett is Barrett does more damage, so he can stay. Here's me running for my life because each of them, except for one, was using fire, and I'm trying to build up ATB in order to heal myself. But luckily, we pretty much have like a leaf brazier, which means even if you get hit, you won't take cure damage. So here's me just running around in circles trying to find opportunities to hit at all of them. I was foolish and didn't give Aerith a cure materia when I checked her materia last time. Here's 4 fires, by the way. So yeah, that hurt. So I didn't give her any sort of materia for magic. So I was the only one healing. But luckily, I cross-slashed and killed all 4 at once, so not too big of an issue. 2 smoggers now, sort of like a battle royale part of the game. And as you would assume, when they get pressured, and they could just get pressured out of nowhere, he does the little pressure run with explosions, and they're both pressured. So, you can imagine how that went. Aerith almost died again. But luckily, I have enough MP to keep us both alive. If I would have got hit by one of those fires by the hedgehog pods, I would have had to redo this fight, but it's fine. So, smoggers aren't too much of an issue. So, we'll just deal with them. They're not too bad, but they can cause silence, which means you can't heal or use any kind of magic at the time. But you can still use your abilities. So the purple one, the purple smog attack, I usually just stand in just because status effects aren't terrible, especially early on in the game. just because there's not much that can take advantage of you being silenced, you know. Nothing does crazy amounts of damage, but we'll use Aerith to throw a potion at us, and she doesn't have cure. And one Smogger down, and Smogger B is dead. So that is how you handle that fight poorly, but somehow bring it back. But now we get to go save the kids. So I think the bridge fell and they just fell down there. I think. I'm not sure. Alright, let's go, Soldier Boy! Woohoo! Okay. Jump down here. Grab the kids. And then, like a good anime protagonist, has a super jump in order to land back up here.
Thank you. That was cool.
So, like I said earlier, we're limiting things down to about 30 minutes. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys stick around for more Final Fantasy VII content. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So, you guys have a good one. Alright, hey, did you enjoy that video you just watched? Well, if you did and you want to stick to the same playlist, you can click this top button to watch the next episode. Or, if you want to see something brand new, you can click the bottom button. Or, if you're brand new to the channel and you just want to stay posted on what we post, you can click on me, right about here, to subscribe. Have a good one.